Oops.
One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into my Gamers Lounge. I'm Ahman Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, and this is your ultimate destination for all things gaming. And so I played in the NFL for 12 years, did pretty good at it. Love playing the game, love playing the sport of football, and now I am a gaming enthusiast. I've been that for a long time, probably since I was a kiddo. And this is your show. This is the show for you. Is your weekly getaway into the latest news and hottest game release conversations, in-depth conversations about other things like Fallout Season 1, breaking down all those fun episodes from the Season 1 of Fallout. Fallout 2 is out, and Fallout 3 has been greenlighted. So we got that stuff going on with that. And so this is your place for industry conversation, whether you're a casual gamer or you're a hardcore esports fan. Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, so my Gamers Lounge has something for everyone. So grab your controller, settle in, and join us as we dive into a dynamic world of gaming. And so we always check in with myself and Akido here to my right, my left, I don't know, the guy next to me. I'll just say that, the guy next to me. We check in together. So how you doing, Akido?
I'm good.
What's good with you?
Got a lot of accomplished this morning with school. Went to school.
Yeah.
Been keeping me busy. I'll tell you that.
I can imagine. You know what? I almost forgot for the week. This is going to be the last Sunday of the month. You know what that means? Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Next Saturday.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we got Pros versus Joes this Saturday. Or this Sunday, excuse me, this Sunday.
Oh, man.
And that means to the audience, that means if you want to play against me or a few other guys that will invite in, former athletes that now play video games, let's match up, let's meet up, let's team up, let's compete, let's have some fun, have some good conversation as we try to destroy each other in either Call of Duty or Super Smash Bros or Mario Kart or something like that. But you get to compete. It's me, and I got buddies like Hank Basket and Larnell McPherson, Sandy James from the WFA. Maybe get on her. It's been a while. Haven't had her on in a while. It'd be good to have her back on. But there you go. We got the Pros versus Joe. So you can follow Ahman Green TV on or Ahman Green 30 on Instagram, and NIL TV Esports on Instagram and YouTube, and we're TikTok and X. Follow us on all those handles, and you can get the news about what Pro versus Joe's, the prizes are, and what games we're gonna play. We always switch the games up to keep it fun, keep it interesting, and obviously keep it competitive. So just know that. So it's Saturday or Sunday. I already said that once again. Sunday, usually around noon start time. We go for from noon to 4. I know it might be an NFC or AFC Championship game going on, something like that. But come on in, play some video games, win a headset, win a Lego set that may or may not be put together. No, this one I'll make sure it's not put together. But for another giveaway I did, that was kind of like the running joke. This being
it was funny.
That was pretty funny when I said the Green Lantern may or may not be put together on this one. So we got OG John in the chat, man. How you doing? And I hope you're doing well, man. I know we got a whole crew of folks here on. We're on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn. We're back on YouTube after not being banned. Because I was just learning the guidelines, right? Like you can have certain content on here and sometimes you can't. And the biggest thing, as long as you have permission of whatever you're showing. So obviously that's where when we do Fallout, we may not have a video of it. We'll just have me and Akido talking about it because we've been watching the series and we're on episode 2. It's called The Target. And so episode 1 was good. So we'll get into that at the end of the show. But yeah, so a lot of football for me this weekend. Gaming too. That's what I do. That's my job pretty much. And now we got like I mentioned already, AFC set up. NFC Championship games are set up. I believe AFC is the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. But I think it might be pretty much one-sided because the Broncos quarterback got hurt in the last couple series of the game last week. I think he did something to it. He might have broke his ankle. Don't quote me on that, but it's a bad injury. He's out. That means Bo Nix is out. His backup hasn't started all year, but he's got to start the NFC AFC Championship game. So that's like Akido. That's like Faker being out for a game because he has a flu, and then whoever replaces Faker comes back in. That's what just happened to Denver Broncos. And I take that back. Because everybody gonna be like, wait a minute, Faker is not no Bo Nix. Okay, Faker is like, we compared him to Michael Jordan of League of Legends, right? So just imagine Michael Jordan got hurt in the finals, and his backup has to come now play for the Bulls. So there you go. So you understand the weight.
Lock in, I guess.
The weight of that injury for the Denver Broncos having him out. It's a big player for that team. Led them all year long. So you got that going on. College football was determined on Monday. That was fun to watch. Watch that team of a lot of. They were like the what's the one movie that just came out from Marvel a few months ago, back in September. It wasn't the Avengers, but what's the other squad that nobody liked because they're all like,
oh my god,
anti-villains. It's with Black Widow's sister. Black Widow's sister's one of them. The Red October or whatever he is. Her dad, Black Widow's dad.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I know it.
Oh, Winter Soldier. He's part of it. God, what's the name of that group? Somebody in the chat, please help us out. Yodel, what's up, man? Help us out with that. He said, I can't.
I don't want to have to Google it.
You got to Google it.
I don't want to.
It's something that we know it. It's on the tip of both of our Thunderbolts. Dang Yodel. It. That's it. So it's basically like that is going down. So they were the Thunderbolts, and for example, the backups, the people that had to step up when people really didn't care about them. So it's kind of like that going on there. So, but I'll say also this weekend, I got a chance to hang out with Nati and Kailee. We went to this one place. We're gonna bring you and Steph down here again and take y'all to this. We found a couple barbecue places. We've been experimenting. Marie's been online, and her online game is on point. She's found some places.
I bet it is.
One is called Corkscrew, because her taste buds. She's like a Food Network judge. She does not skip on flavor. She does not skip on being full.
I want to try them nachos. She was their tacos they were giving you. She gave you the.
She made those tacos herself. That's homemade stuff.
Well, she said those were like the best tacos she ever made.
Right. When she says that about her food, that means that you better eat it.
That's when I was like, wait, let me come back. Hold on. Wait a minute.
So we went to one place called Corkscrew that was in North Houston. It was delicious. It was in a small, quaint town just above Houston, and it looked like we were in like a small world. Have you been to Disneyland yet, Akido?
I've been to Disney World in 2000.
Same thing. So if you remember Disney World, actually Disney World has more. So you probably saw It's a Small World, right? If you remember as a kid, because you were a kid then. That was 25 years ago. So you were probably
I was like 7
or 8. Yeah. But this little town looked like something out of Disney World in Houston. It was like this little small town. The houses were painted like bright colors, which was a cool thing. It was like, oh, this is crazy. And then it had a barbecue spot right there. And the line wrapped around the building pretty much. It wrapped around. Well,
that's when if the line is wrapping around the building.
Yeah. It wrapped around the building and the front yard. It was all over the place.
That's when the food is. If you got people lined up waiting to get some food, because we were into this place in Minnesota when we went to go visit Tire Swap, and Victor.
Yeah,
it was weird. He took us to some weird, shady looking bar place,
but it was good.
And he said we got to get a Juicy Lucy.
Juicy Lucy.
What was a Juicy Lucy? What the heck is a Juicy Lucy? He's like, you'll see, it's delicious, and it was a burger.
Oh,
it's a burger that has cheese baked into the middle of the burger, and it's called a Juicy Lucy. And it's like,
that sounds good.
They had like Obama there. They had like a wall of all these people, people that got
famous people. Oh yeah, a lot of restaurants do that.
Yeah, and they had like, I think it was featured on a show, and like it was like the original place of like the Juicy Lucy or something like that. And it was like, you know, the grill looked like not great. It looked like they grilled every single burger, and they don't even like.
And they don't scrub the grill. They don't scrub.
No,
it
but apparently, I'll tell you, when you eat the burger, you don't care because whatever they're doing,
fire.
I guess it like kicks up with the grease and whatever else. It makes them more flavorful or whatever. But that was the best burger I had in my life. So I'm not surprised.
Okay, that's a good stuff right there, and that's what Cowboy, Nati, and Kailee felt about the trip, hanging out with us, and then the food was amazing, and having amazing friendship connection there, hanging out. So shout out to Nati and Kailee. We had fun, and we had good eats too.
Is it Kailee or Kailee?
Kailee.
Okay.
Kailee, we got it. So then last week, as I'm going to be advertising between this show, when I stream on Ahman Green TV, when I stream on NIL TV Esports, I have launched the Digital Divide Initiative for my foundation to help communities have access to broadband internet, IT, and job skills learned from playing video games or esports competitive games and content creation and other stuff that comes from that. So there is the link in the chat right there. You could click on it. You could buy this t-shirt right now at 3 different levels. Tier 1 is you get the shirt. And since I'm the all-time leading rusher for the Packers, that's like being an all-time home run hitter for the Yankees or all-time scoring champion for the NBA or something good like that, or for the Bulls or something. So I did that. I'm like that in football. So there you go. But you can click that. It's the QR code up in the corner right above Akado's head. And click that link. It'll take you to the t-shirts. Tier 1 is just this one. Tier 2 is this shirt with an autograph on it. Tier 3 is t-shirt, autograph, a signed either playing card, my rookie card, or a program of myself, and then a discount on your next donation for the initiative. So I'm trying to help communities here in Houston, in Wisconsin, and Nebraska, Washington State, places I had lived and grew up. So I lived in Seattle for a couple of years because I was a Seahawk. I grew up in Nebraska and I was born there. And I lived in Wisconsin for 20 plus years. So there's places in those cities or in those states where they don't have adequate resources in terms of internet technology to understand what is IT and what is esports and the jobs that kind of are created because of those spaces. And so a person that we'll have on the show today, I don't know if he's going to make it today, but he talks about that, and he's up for a big nominee this year. I hope he gets to come in and talk about it, but if not, we'll have him in on another time later this year because he is a busy dude just like I am. So shout out to our guests that will be coming in sooner or later. If not, like I said, we know how to roll with it, Akado, don't we?
Yeah, we roll with it.
We roll with it, man. So Brian, 1987, man, what's up? Brian was a winner of a couple of prizes and also Bear fan. Did he say rigged?
Bro, how you gonna say it's rigged if you won too? Like, what do you mean? Like,
what are you talking about, Bear fan?
You won too.
Or is he saying that Brian was rigged?
He'd say Brian was rigged.
Brian was rigged. So yeah, that is the digital vibe. Scan that QR code right up there, please. Go read about it, learn about it, and get you in the game because you could actually put on there. You could ask if, oh man, I got to sign back in. This thing always signing out. So you could ask by donation. You could put in here. You could do a lifetime challenge. That means you donate. I think it's $15. You could say, Ahman, I want to challenge you in a game of Madden. Ahman, I want to challenge you in a game of Call of Duty, Halo 1v1. Hey, donate $15. Then we'd be like, let's go on the stream. Or we could do a fitness challenge. Ahman, I don't think you could do 50 push-ups. Pay you $25, donate it, boom, I'll do them, right? Or you could come into the stream when I'm gaming, and you could pick the game, or on the podcast, you could pick the topics that we talk about, and that's a donation of $30. And so on for the T-shirt, you buy the T-shirt that I have on, that's a $30 donation. Collector's edition with the signature, like I mentioned, that's a $55 donation, and the legacy bundle of the signature, the memorabilia sign, and a discount for your next purchase, that's $100 donation. And it's all going to charity to build my facility here and connect with Boys and Girls Clubs here in Houston and Green Bay, in Wisconsin and Nebraska as well. So those some of the milestones we already hit. We already hit the first 2 milestones. So we did a community giveaway earlier this week, and we might still be able to do. We might do one at the end of this show. I think we should. We could try it, see how that works. And then we also
Ahman's nice.
Yeah, I'm a nice dude. Yeah,
that's cheap.
I like to give things away.
Well, I'm just saying in general for the pricing for like a signed rookie card, a signed T-shirt to go to a good cause. I think when we were at the mall, when I visited Ahman during a signing, it was like $100-something just for a jersey.
Yeah, it's a jersey. That's different. Yeah, different jersey signature from a piece of paper or a trading card is a lot price different. So.
Man, I'm just saying something signed and hand delivered and whatever by you with your name and stuff on it from the podcast and going to church. Bro, look, I had to get 100,000 points. You know how much Ahman Green TV as a mod and a co-host I had to watch to get a signed rookie card, and you can just pay like $50,
right?
And help the kids.
Yeah.
Man.
So we just got the next milestone would be community gets to pick the game of the stream, and then that's $100. And then we already qualify for a cooking stream. So that means I got to cook on stream, Akido. And we were talking about this before the new year. So I'm gonna get my wife's I'm not gonna give it up, but I gotta find a recipe she's willing to display on TV on the internet. So I gotta do a cooking stream, y'all, since we got over $60, over $50, excuse me. And then the next one is $100. Is a community picks the game for the stream, and then we get over 150 milestone. And we gotta come up with more milestones, people. So people in the chat that are regulars, OG John, Akido, if you got other milestones that we could accomplish, what's going to be our next one? It's going to be a $200 milestone. Then after that, $300 milestone. I'll say 250 and then 300. What are those next 2 milestones going to be? I'll say chat, help us out with that. And if you got any ideas, please throw it in the Discord, and we could come up with fun ways to do this fundraiser. So we're just not, getting boring after a while. It's always keep it light and fun for everybody that's going to help donate for this cause. So doing that from now until we accomplish our goal, and we got a long road to go. All right. So on that note,
I'd make him play something stupid like Bluey.
Hey, I love those games too. Those are the easiest games.
I beat Bluey. I like it.
Bluey's fun. Bluey's fun. So on that note, we'll jump to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with quick hit news bites. See you on a few. Whether you're deep in the digital world or out exploring the great outdoors, Slide Drink keeps the good times rolling. So power up your play with Slide Boost for energy, Slide Chill to relax, and Slide Dream to recover. No matter where your adventures take you, explore with Slide. Refresh, recharge, and repeat. All right, so we're here. We're hitting news bites on Halo. I say Halo on, PS5. I'm like, what? I say when this actually got announced years ago. Actually, I got one more thing to do. Almost forgot. Can't not do this.
Yeah.
Gotta hit that. Beating up people. All right, say it one more time. All right, I love it. Love it. Love it. So, hey, on Halo on PS5, when I first heard about this, Akido, was it last year? Earlier last year? About this time last year, we heard?
About this time last year, something like
that. That the whole Xbox PlayStation war was over. Xbox kind of won. And there's really no definite winner in this. There's no loser in this either, I say. Because everybody won, for the most part, from the video game side of it. They still kind of have jobs. Unless the game has been built and then it's over, and then they get the whole massive layoff type thing, which sucks in the esports or in the video game space, which happens. But for gamers like me and Akido, OG John in the chat, Bear fan also, when I heard Halo may be coming to PlayStation because Xbox is now cahooting with PlayStation, I'm like, oh, awesome. Now I get to, build up my profile of that on Halo. So Halo on this article, as it reads on Halo on PS5, we want to bring players back together. Microsoft says about the remake. So in the little caption there, it says there are people who have never have been exposed to Halo, just like people that have not been exposed to GI Joe or Tecmo Bowl
Yeah.
or GoldenEye. Who would have known, right? So maybe they've always been on Sony products. Yes, I've always been on PlayStation. Actually, I was on PlayStation first because that came out before the Xbox did. So that's where I lied my ties from first. But then after that, once I found out about the Xbox, so yeah, I jumped in the Halo Combat Evolved, and now 26 years later, almost to the day. So as the article reads, you can read this article over at GameSpot.com. For the first time in the history of the series, the Halo franchise will be playable on the PlayStation this year, and with the release of Halo Campaign Evolved. So that was a change. I was like, wait a minute, I'm reading this and studying it, and I'm like, Campaign Evolved. I said, that's not right. They changed it. So that's the little change they put in so far. We'll see if there's any more change. So executive producer Damon Kahn said in an interview that Microsoft's goal is to bring players back, and the quote said that I mentioned already is switched. Sony, that bring people always have been with Sony products. So switch consoles at a certain time and point, or just missed it at the time. We want to bring players back, Khan explained in an interview on Games Radar. So creative director Max, what's that name, Zagalor, added that Halo is best played when we have a large and healthy community. So releasing Halo Campaign Evolved, because that's what it is only going to be. It will not have multiplayer on PS5, is a way to grow, expand, and reconnect the Halo community, Zalgor said in an interview. We want to honor the Halo legacy on PS5, and we're paving the way to expand our Halo universe. That sounds fun. That sounds interesting. So that's how we see it, Khan says, as he added that to the comment. And it is not a small thing. We don't, and we won't take it lightly. That means good. I'm glad he said that. We definitely feel that the weight of it. We definitely feel the weight of it. So I'm glad they're taking it seriously, because obviously this is a product from another company that, some companies, they partner with each other, and sometimes that partnership doesn't pan out because one group is not sold in or bought into it as the other group is, because it's their livelihood. This is Xbox livelihood of what got Xbox going 25, 26 years ago, Akido and chat. So to have that comment coming from the people that's welcoming them into the PlayStation universe, to have that answer, hopefully it's more than, so right now, I hope it's better than just words. So those are the words that have been said. Now I'm just ready for the action. And before, I'll say before I start this video, you got anything you want to add to that, Akido?
I wasn't raging in chat.
Yeah, it's no PvP. Yeah, you're right. It's no PvP.
I'm happy that PlayStation gets to experience Halo. I'm not happy that it's not an exclusive, because we already had less reasons to buy an Xbox. Now we have fewer reasons to buy an Xbox. Aside from Game Pass, in which I will not be purchasing the game. I will be playing it on Game Pass Ultimate, which I did buy reluctantly.
The Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass.
But it's just one of those things where it's like it's good that, like they said, that more people are able to play Halo. It's just kind of like, I know for a fact, unless it's through Steam, no way Sony's sharing God of War. Ain't no way they're sharing. They did share Helldivers.
They did share her. So that gives them hope for God of War then, if they shared Helldivers too.
They shared Helldivers. Okay.
Was it one or two or both?
Two. I don't. Okay. Helldivers 1 still ain't on Xbox.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, that's a.
But I don't know.
Copy iteration. So yeah, that's the big question. So I got there's a video right here. Let's see. It probably might be. I don't know how long this in, but we'll let it run for a minute just to see what the picture is for this game here. I mean,
I like just looking at the assault rifle. We can tell just from the preview image. I don't think I've even watched the trailer.
I'm in trouble for this. I already started the video.
Is it the music you got in trouble for? I don't think.
I don't know.
The Covenant
We'll
believe
find
that
out.
what they call
I'm
the
already-
silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
The music sounds familiar. We just been playing Halo 3 over the weekend, so they brought that back.
This is wild because I just went through this game with Nixie, start to finish.
So I wonder what the campaign is obviously going to be like. That's the biggest question right there.
Hard.
You know, so we'll see. I mean, I like what I see so far.
Halo
Music,
1 had the most difficult campaign, man.
Yep, that Magnum looks familiar, and the gameplay looks so good. How long have we got here? We got 13 minutes. So we'll let it run for another 30 seconds, 40 seconds. But so far in the first minute, obviously between the music, the graphics, spray pattern of the guns, the Magnum looking legit from what it used to be back in the day. It has my approval so far.
Oh, that's different. You can sprint.
Yeah, there's no sprinting in the original Halo
there's no
Combat
sprinting.
Evolved. That didn't happen. When the sprinting, I think it was Halo 5? Reach, maybe
Reach
between
then had
and
it as
5.
an upgrade.
It was an
Then you can
upgrade.
sprint, I think.
Yeah, so which I like. A lot of people didn't like the sprinting in the beginning, but I did. I was like, I like to run around a lot faster. But liking the gameplay so far, I let that play in the background. You know. So, but yeah, it looks good, sounds good, and now this is the first step of many as PlayStation and Xbox are collaborating together. So, as the article reads on here, it says releasing Halo on a PS5 is also a way for Microsoft to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Of course, potentially, no, you're going to make a lot of money. After all, Microsoft has already earned hundreds of millions of dollars bringing in its games to PS5 so far. Forza Horizon 5 have been on Microsoft most commercially successful PS5 port over, and now Halo Campaign Evolved is a remake of the 2001 original, but without multiplayer. And so it's slated to release from sometime this year in PS5 as well on Xbox and PC. So featuring brand new prequel missions, split screen co-op. Ooh, that's where we're going to be streaming that on here on Ahman Green TV and NIL. And should we still got to finish God of War or not God of War? Not God of War. No, not Hogwarts. Gears of War.
Gears. Oh,
we got to finish Gears. Remember,
that.
we started it. We got to finish it. That's how we do things on here. We start stuff, we finish it. So the shift isn't surprisingly given. Xbox president Sarah Bond has said the concept of exclusive games is equity for most people. It's antiquated for most people. In other Xbox news, the next Xbox Developer Direct will be coming up on January 22nd. So it'll probably give you more information about what's going on with this merger here. So
that's tomorrow.
Very cool. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's tomorrow. But a big deal right there for all the Halo enthusiasts that loves the game. I mean, like I said, the first look for me, I'm happy because as soon as you hear that music in the background and then the graphics, we have been playing it on Ahman Green TV and a little bit on NIL TV esports on the weekends, and during the weekdays, tune in. We have been playing Halo 3 off the Master Chief collection. So it looks and feels like that, just obviously upgraded with the sprinting, some of the graphics, a little cleaner because it's 2026. So the one game, and it's off. I'll say this real quick, then I'll let you add in your 10 cents, 15 cents, Mr. Akido. A game that needs to be, remastered is a sports game that I grew up on, Tecmo Bowl.
Oh.
If Tecmo Bowl could come out with some new graphics, oh my goodness, you will have a lot of 50, 40 somethings very happy in this world. So anything else you got to add to that comment? Not that comment, but talking about Halo going to PS5, Mr. Akido?
Y'all disrespectful for not including multiplayer. Like, even if it was just the Halo 1 maps.
Right.
Like, if you would have included Blood Gulch and Battle Creek and some of them OG Halo 1 maps that we haven't seen in a while, done up in 2026, like Unreal 5 or whatever graphics, and had cross multiplayer between Xbox and PlayStation.
Some good stuff there. Yeah.
That's what you should have done. And I mean, like, if you come out with it as DLC, I won't be mad at you.
Man, it's okay. As long as that means you're thinking about it. That's why it comes out on DLC.
Just I mean, like, and I swear, if you don't do it for this one, because you're setting it up, all right? Because then you know they're gonna do a Halo 2.
Yeah.
You know there's probably gonna be a Halo 3. Ain't gonna just stop at Halo 1, probably.
No.
So, you know, I don't know if this is a test run for another reboot of Halo or whatever you're gonna do, like a new HD trilogy, but you need to have that multiplayer. Because I mean, like, I would say Halo is like 80% multiplayer, 20% campaign. And I would say a lot of people's memories of having like fond memories of Halo have to do with the multiplayer, the campaign. I was on Halo 1 multiplayer on PC long before I was even doing the campaign, because I had never touched the campaign. We were too busy doing multiplayer. Whenever you're doing LAN parties and everything else, you know, it was about the multiplayer. It's like you were saying with GoldenEye, whatever else. It's like to just have the campaign, you know, it's cool for people to go through in a good, you know, way that people remember. But once we're done with the campaign,
then what? That's it. I mean, you could go through it. So I'm gonna assume that you could go through normal, heroic, and legendary. So we'll go
through it.
We'll go through legend. We'll start on legendary. So
it's only co-op too, which is fine, because I mean Halo 1 original was co-op, but I mean, like, just revisiting once again Halo Master Chief Collection when it's all four of us, it hits different.
Yeah, when it's co-op. Legendary, we can handle that. We can walk through that. We did that through Halo 3. We know we got the manpower, the accuracy, and
we're going through Halo 3 campaign on Legendary. That don't even feel like Legendary.
It don't feel like Legendary no more. Like, because I remember back in 2007 when I did it by myself, Halo 3, heroic, and then legendary, normal, and heroic, and legendary by myself. I was ready for online play.
Absolutely,
that's how tough it was back then.
Yep.
Not saying it's changed, but I think what it is, we play so much shooters, right? We play Call of Duty, we play Apex Legends, we play Fortnite, we play Marvel Rivals, we play Halo, we play a ton. So we understand the mechanics. We understand, you know, adjusting our controllers to our keyboards, to our mouses, whatever we gotta, you know, fix to make sure that our reticle speed is faster and all that. We know how to do that. We know we're capable,
right?
And we have the acumen to say, okay, you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this perk on here in Call of Duty. I'm gonna put this perk on there, and
Yep.
So we know all that now. So that's why back then it was harder than now, because I'm pretty sure the game, for somebody playing for the first time, they're gonna have the first struggles like we had.
I struggled with it when I was playing with Nixie on heroic. So Nixie, to prove a point, put it on legendary.
Right. But I wonder why y'all struggled with it, because she's a season
game. Well, because she said legendary, you know, I'll tell you, legendary on Halo 1.
We got to do it then. We got to do it then. Because I haven't done legendary Halo 1 in about 5 years.
Dude, heroic on Halo 1 was a little.
Yeah, because when we were in COVID, I was just playing everything. You know, obviously it was COVID. I was at home, wasn't going nowhere. So, you know what, let's play this. All right. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. But again, hit that link right here. We got the link right here on the screen and got the information scrolling. Get over there, get your t-shirt now, your Green Bay Packer. Oh, if you're a Packer fan, you're gonna want this shirt. And the Nebraska fans, I'm gonna give y'all something really cool here in a few months too. You got some good stuff coming. So on that note, we'll head to another commercial and be back here for this week of esports history. See y'all in a few. Looking to turn your passion for gaming into a college opportunity? Stay Plugged In is the premier platform connecting esports players with college programs nationwide. Whether you're grinding on Valorant,
Rocket League, or Overwatch, Stay Plugged In gives you the tools to showcase your skills and earn esports scholarships. Don't just play, get recruited. Visit staypluggedin.com and start your journey to the next level today.
All right, we got a little bit of esports history and some of the current stuff going on in the esports space because there's some competitions going on around the world. And so January 19th to January 23rd, this Friday, going back 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now, take a look back at key moments and milestones that helped competitive gaming go. So we had just a year ago, we were playing this game. I know you played this game a lot. In January 19th of 2024, the game Paul World launched last year.
Oh, yeah, I remember Power World.
Yeah, last year on Xbox Series and PC worldwide, becoming a viral sensation. Of course, it came up against Pokemon because it looked so familiar to that. But the game came out regardless. It came out last Monday, January. Last year, January 19th was probably like a Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. Then going back to 2020, January, Activision launched the franchise, the Call of Duty League, following a format similar to the Overwatch League. And that was COVID. Wow. I remember that when that started. So this year we got some esports competitions going on and some big announcements. So the Esports World Cup for this summer, 2026, that usually starts in July and goes all the way to the end of August. So it's almost 2 months of competition over and in the Middle East. It announced a massive $75 million prize pool alongside key changes and its full tournament schedule coming up here now. So if you go over to the Esports World or Esports Insider, you could probably get more information about the Esports World Cup, which is basically the Olympics for esports, but we do our Olympics every year, not every 4 years, like traditional sports. They do it every 4 years. So the next one that we'll be at, I'll say esports will be in the building in 2028 in Los Angeles. The question is, what we're going to be dressed in and what room will we be in? Because some of the early rumors on what esports is going to be at the Olympics is scary. I've heard some rumors that it's going to be simulation competition of stuff that's already been done, like skeet shooting and cross-country skiing, but in simulation mode. And I'm like, just like that day I played Sims and I was cooking and cleaning and going to work, walking the dog, when I found out this is what I do in real life. What the hell's going on? I'm playing something else. Not that I did not dislike Sims, but I was like, I'm playing something that I do every day. I wash the clothes, I cook, I clean, I go to work, come home, walk the dog, put the baby to bed. I do all that. So I'm not going to play that in a video game. I want to play something crazy fun, jumping off the wall, meleeing people across the forehead and stuff like that.
Some people like that sort of stuff, the cozy games.
Yeah. And I have nothing. I have nothing against those folks. It's just not for me. Okay.
No, I get it.
Nothing against
I feel
those
like
gamers that love those type of games, because we are friends with people that love those type of games. And I'm saying, just at that time, I say I'm probably that there. I'm that person now, right? I'm playing Madden. Puts
me to sleep.
See, I play Madden because I can't play football no more.
Madden puts me to sleep too. I bet you could probably get back out there, honestly.
Maybe 5 plays tops. So that's what's going on for the Esports World Cup. So back in 1998. When somebody was on here that was just probably riding a tricycle, and I was just
I was 5. I wasn't no tricycle. I was on a big boy bike, man.
Are you sure, or were you on a big wheel?
Man,
you know how old I was in 1998 on January 21st?
You were probably like 30.
Oh, close. No, not that close. You're off. I'm 20. I was 20. I had not turned 21 yet, but I was 20 years old. And I remember playing this game with my brother. Resident Evil 2 was released on the PlayStation 1 console, becoming a landmark title for all survival games. And I was 20. My brother probably was like 40 something, 39 or 38. And we both crying, or we were screaming like little kids.
You were. I was screaming.
Playing Resident Evil 2. And that's the game we played, but we played the remastered version of it. You and I, we played that on stream this year or this past year. Yep. So that came out January 21st, 1998.
That dude, Mr. X, man.
Yep. And at that time, I was actually getting ready for my combine training and all that. So I could tell that story on tonight when we play on Weekman Wednesday tonight on Halo. I could talk about what college football players are going to be doing that just finished all their bowl games, that just finished this year's season of college football. Now they're getting ready for the combine and what that looks like. We could talk about that.
I'm going to take a nap. Man, Wednesday. That's what I'm going to do.
You in some football, bro. We got, that's my mission. I have other missions, and this is a mission between getting you to understand and really take in football. Not saying you're going to be a fan of it, just for the fact you could follow the game. That's all I want. That's all my mission.
I took a nap the last time you tried to show me Madden, too.
Why are you taking naps on me, bro?
When I went down there, I mean, you were saying Akido. I was like, wait.
Yeah,
why am I hearing Ahman Green in my dreams?
You can't do that, man.
It was the middle of the
All right, let's finish up. Let's wrap this week up. So January 23rd this year as well. Some new stuff going on. The Unilag tournament open limited entry for players to compete. So this is a international group. I looked it up because I'm like, who is the Unilag? And I spelled that, or I said it right. It says Unilag Tournament 2026. The University of Lagos is the primary venue for a key partner for several major competitions of esports competitions going on. So they don't really list the names of the games, but I'm assuming it's going to be games like League of Legends and Dota and CSGO 1 and 2, if not both. Stuff like that going on in the world. All right. And then throughout this week, we also have that is going on. Let me see. I got this up here somewhere. We got the ALGS, the Apex Legends Global Series, your favorite game there, Akido. Championship concluded a few days ago on January 18th of this year. Team Oblivion winning the title and Blitzer earning the MVP status there. So that is the wrap up esports history and obviously current events going on in the esports space today. And on that note, we'll head to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. See y'all in a few.
Level up your game with Lucid Sound, the next evolution in gaming audio. Whether you're Team Xbox or PlayStation, Lucid Sound has you covered with premium wireless headsets for Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and PS4. Hear every step, every shot, and every detail loud and clear. Comfort meets clarity. Game with Lucid Sound.
All right. I got thrown off in the run of show today. I was like, did we do this or that? Or did we do best thing we seen on social media last week? But either way, it's my show.
We did this or that for sure. I know
we do that again. But you know what? We're going to do a rapid fire this or that.
I don't know if we did best thing I saw on social
media. No,
we
we didn't. But since I don't want to go all down that road of trying to find a clip, I already set up for this or that. So here we go.
You can always show that one I texted you, but it's not stream appropriate.
When did you text me that? What'd you text me?
The one with the TikTok where it's like, I hate the 49.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't do this. It's a PG show. This is during the day. If it was like past 8 o'clock, then okay, all the kids are in the bed, then I would.
That was the best thing I could have saw on social media.
Oh, Lord. So we're going to do this or that real quick here. Let me get the audio for that.
This or that.
All right, and so for this or that, on the fly, rapid fire, this or that. First question up. I would use boxes, but I used all 50 boxes, so I can't put it in there. So we're gonna have to just talk it out. First one up: streaming live or edited content. Which one is up your alley, Akido and chat?
I like live, man. I mean, like what you see live. I don't feel like editing nothing. 2, it's raw and unfiltered. Like I think if you view something live, you know it's not scripted. You know I didn't spend a million years trying to get my joke right. You know, this is
Facts.
It. What
it's
you see
real.
is what you get.
There you go. So we call it this or that culture, creator, and gamer friendly edition of this or that. So I like that. I like the edited content because the person editing obviously can make that show or clip like way better, right?
That's true.
That's one thing that I guess is out of my talent range because I'm not creative enough. I have ideas.
Sway does make good clips. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Sway does a hell of a job when they add in the stuff that we do, and it comes off, and we got 500 views or likes or whatever. It's or 1,500 or thousands. Like it's amazing. So good job. Shout out to Grace and crew. 1,000 Years. She's a streamer as well. She's part of their creator crew. She plays Arc Raiders. She follows us here on the Gamers Lounge and on Mon Green TV and on NIL TV Esports. All right. So chat, what are you going at? You going streamer? You like streaming live or edited content? But I would have to go with streaming live because it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's why I say that, because I've been behind the scenes in corporate America content, right? Being in NFL for 12 years, working in the NFL longer than that because I had a job with the Legends community. So I worked another 6 years there. So you're talking about 18 years working the Shield, where, trust me, if things like everybody talk about the scripted stuff, if they could script everything, they would, but they couldn't script everything. Obviously, they couldn't script the football games like people are saying on social media. So that is not true. That can't be done. But for stuff you see on ESPN to NFL Network to CBS Sports about the NFL, that is scripted and tailored to what they want you to hear out there. And I'll say that. That's saying I'll put that's my 5 cents in. And that's it. So I'm gonna say live for me because, I get ready. I got my run of show, but it's just the run of show is more of like a guideline that tells me like where I want to keep this conversation going. But I don't have to if I don't want to. Akido, because go on his tangent like he does from time to time, which is great because I like his opinion on things because I'm seasoned. I'm a seasoned. And we got an inside joke with that word, so I love it.
Seasoned.
Yep. All right, the next this or that for culture creator gamer friendly edition of this or that. We got competitive or just vibing when you're gaming. You want to go competitive hardcore all the time, or you want to be on that streamer where you just we vibe. I see a lot of that in the title. Like I remember when I first started streaming on Twitch, I saw a lot of content creators say, "Hey, this is just a vibe stream," and it was the title of the stream. They'll be playing something like what's that one game on Switch, Akido?
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Boom.
Yeah.
That's like a vibe game. Like we're just vibing playing Animal Crossings. A game that I could probably vibe with, I would have to say Akido. It's not obviously it's not the typical vibe game, but I could vibe with Madden. I could sit and play Madden.
Well, that's your thing, man.
I know.
That's what you do on Sundays.
I could vibe with Halo, any of the Halos, and we've done that. Me, you, Oil, Nixie, anyone else that's joined us, Nati, the Loner Next Door, Tire Swap, Atomic Bomb. When those guys and gals jump in with us, and we're just sitting there just having a good conversation. You have a game and it's sports games for me, Brian, 1987. So I could vibe with MLB The Show. I could vibe with 2K. I can't wait and that's my other mission with you, Akido. Since you're the co-host, you got to play I'm going to get you between football, baseball, and basketball, and hockey. And then car racing is going to be easy. But those sports ball and stick games, I'm going to have, by the end of this year, I'm going to have you on a level where we're going to be competing. Like we're going to be, because right now you have a leg up in FPS. That's one category you got me in. Like you are that dude. I'm much respect, but I'm coming for you. I am coming for you because that's just the way I am. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
And I want you to really learn Madden. I want you to really learn Call of Duty or 2K, MLB The Show, and NHL, so we can have some fun games together.
I know I gotta get that. That was one of my goals. I believe it was on my resolution for 2026 alone. lines of doing new things. Man, between all the other stuff we got behind the scenes and whatever else, it's hard, man. It's
well, yeah,
we gotta to learn a whole new franchise and thing. I mean, like you got a lot, but it needs to get done. There is downtime. You just got to put the time in. That's a whole different topic. Probably talk on Wingman Wednesday later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah,
is vibing is the way to go. Like, I know
vibing is always good.
You can easily kill the vibe by being too competitive. Because I mean, like, when you got Call of Duty going with your buddies and you're chilling out and you're just having good conversation like we do on here, like we do now, whatever. And I mean, like, some people get pretty competitive. I ain't saying no names. But we throw it in the mix. I would say with that, we're still vibing though. Because I mean, like, I can't think of one time on this channel where anyone's ever been toxic and been like, "No, you suck. No, you need to change your character. No, you need to do this or you need to do that, or we could have won."
Yeah, we're not walking down that lane.
We've never been like that on any of them on streams ever. It's always been real opening, regardless of skill set. Atomic barely plays shooters, but I mean, he out there running Halo campaign with us on Legendary.
Yes, he is.
We vibing. So
I'm gonna take him on anything Legendary. Trust me. Between you and him, we're good. And then we got Atomic. There.
Yeah. And it does. Brian's right. He says it depends on the vibe itself, like Call of Duty or games like that. In my opinion, I think some of those games can be hilarious. I think we laugh at ourselves when we die more than get angry at ourselves when we die. When you're competitive in games, you're looking at Darren McKeedy's not.
We weren't in the right position. Where were you in the right
position? Where were you? We aren't rotating.
We're not rotating enough. Not rotating fast enough.
Roaring and
we sound like one of my special team coaches from back in the day.
No, man, I got blown up by that car. How many bottle caps you got? 0?
I got 4.
You got 4 bottle caps.
I got 4 bottle caps. I'm happy with the bottle caps too.
You gotta get some more bottle caps up.
Yeah,
that's right. We got 8 days.
All right, so just vibing definitely wins out on that one. Next one up, winning ugly or losing in style. We have done some winning ugly. We've done that. Last time we played Halo, last Wednesday, and we played a Call of Duty match where we were getting our butts kicked, but then we came back and won. Remember from Halo?
Yeah.
We played last week, we were getting run. They were up like 100 points on it was
it was
a hard point. No, not hard point.
I don't know what it is.
King of the Hill. It was King of the Hill. It was King of the Hill. And we were down 100 points.
We found our groove.
And we got in the groove. Because remember, they were rotating. And I remember I picked up the rotation. I said, hey, everybody go to A. Because they're going to B or going to C. We go to A and keep the circle going. And I'm surprised they didn't pick up on that. I'm surprised because they did a little bit, but we were already in.
But it was too late.
Yeah, it was too late. We were in our groove.
We kept B at the end, I believe, and that was it.
Yeah, we were in our groove. It was over. So
it was great, and it was great communication, and it was great. We didn't give up. I'll tell you that.
No, yeah, there's no giving up. That's the one and only thing. Even if it's vibing, I will not allow negative talk on yourself. Like, I don't want to hear your negative. What's the word?
I don't know. I've never done that in my life.
Talk. Hold up. I got something for you. Hold up. That one more time, since the volume was low. Do that one more time. Come on, hurry up. Do it. There you go.
It sure was a log gong too. It's terrible.
So I say losing in style. I think we got that down. Winning ugly.
Man, I lost in style the last 3 war zones. It was like a valiant effort.
Yeah. You know what? Last night, we had a rough go on Team Up Tuesday.
It's the second time it's happened.
Yeah, we had a couple. But it's Warzone.
I know, but it's out. Alan, you're the last one alive. It's you versus like 2 people. You gotta clutch it. I'm gonna try, and I failed both times. I still
that's
laugh
okay, but you've won it. You clutched up sometimes, so it's all good. So you know what? I don't mind them winning ugly. That's how it is in the NFL. As long as you win, it don't matter if it's ugly, beautiful, or not. You win. period. Like, who was it this past week in NFL? It was a couple games, even though they were close, or maybe one was a blowout. You got what? Who won last week? Patriots won. The Rams won, and they won ugly against the 49ers. They wasn't supposed to win. I think 49ers had them up, beating them up, and then they had some injuries, and boom. And he said, yeah, the Bears beat us. That was ugly. Yeah, that was ugly, bro. 1987. That was we lost in style, I guess, but no Bear fans will say that, which is all good. All right, next this or that is new game drop or classic replay. Man, we kind of we cover all the bases though, right? We do both. Like we started playing Arc Raiders, not right away, but we started playing it not about a week, a couple months, about 2-3 weeks ago. But then what else? What was a new game we dropped? We started playing Call of Duty. Like we play that as soon as it dropped, boom, we're on it. And then classic, we're doing the classic now. We're doing Halo. We did Resident.
We played at launch too.
Yeah, we played Battlefield at launch. So we're kind of 50-50 on this one. But I'll say in terms of just what I like. Oh, I love to play the classic replay.
Replay the classic, man.
Replay the classic all day. What about you, chat? Man, throw it in the chat what you love to do. Sometimes. Oh, that's you, Akido. Yeah, beat the bear. I gotta put that up so people can see that. No, people can see this. Oh, they can see it now. Boom. They didn't see that from Brian. There it is. That one right there. Yeah. You like the Bears. You like the Bears beat us. Yeah, like the Bears beat us. That was ugly. Yeah, that was ugly. And hey, Akido. Let me tell you. I think I mentioned this to you yesterday, but we didn't really talk about it. But we could talk about it now since we're on the show. Not Bears fans, Packer fans created a real petition for Ben Johnson, the head coach of the Chicago Bears, to make a public apology to Matt LaFleur for not shaking his hand properly and saying to him that the Packers still suck. All the silence, this explains everything. Yes, that's nonsense. I was like, come on, Packer fans. I know y'all didn't stoop to that level because y'all done the same thing to the Bears. Like, I'm all Packers. You see me with this shirt on, even though it's me. Look at that. I got me behind there. I got another Packer thing over here. You can't even see it. Look at me. You see that little Packer guy there? I'm all packed out. Husker, Batman, I'm that dude. But come on, fans. You were the creator of trash talking it's a rivalry matchup. They gonna win some. We gonna win some. We gonna lose some. They gonna lose some. We gonna get our butt kicked one day. They gonna kick our butts one day. Back and forth. We gonna do this. This is like being in a fight in school and you calling timeout. And it's like, there's no timeout in a school fight. You say 3 o'clock, we're gonna fight outside the school. That means 3 o'clock, it's gonna be a fight outside the school. So, Packer fans, I love y'all to death, but you cannot be stooping to that level. You got more dignity than that. We better than that. We are better fan base than that. You do not get a real petition to get another coach.
He said F the Packers?
Yes. I said Packers still suck, yes, but he went, yes. But our coach did the same thing. Matt LaFleur did it too. Man, so what? It's competition. This Bears is where I tell
they're gonna go attack y'all for when you at the draft.
Oh yeah, they go in on us because
that was the meme. Yeah,
I was on stage when my boy Clay Matthew made a little joke, said the Bears still suck during our draft in the Green Bay. So it's all fun and games. You just gotta learn how to take.
You can't.
If you could dish it out, you gotta learn how to take it.
You gotta take it.
I love Packer fans. Look, trust me, y'all my ride or dies. I know y'all legit, but some of y'all, whoever signed this petition, y'all better just come on, stop it. Y'all grown ass men and women out there, let it go. We lost a game. We'll be back next year. We still got, at least we got our head coach because all of y'all were ready to fire Matt LaFleur. Y'all were ready to kick him to the curb, and he ain't done nothing wrong. The whole nucleus of playing football at the professional level and the college level and the high school on down to Little League, you have the coaching staff, you have the players. The coaching staff creates the guidelines and the game plan. the players go execute that game plan. And sometimes those players, they do their best to execute that game plan and it doesn't work out. But that don't mean they're terrible athletes. That don't mean they're terrible people or players because they can't score a touchdown or they can't kick the ball in the field goal or they miss a pass or they miss the tackle. No, they just had a bad day at work. It sucks that our bad day at work is on Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. It's on replay on YouTube. That's life for us as a professional athlete. LeBron misses a free throw and LeBron gets dunked on. We all hear about it. Now he's the worst player in the NBA. No, he's not. He's still a great player. You know? Take a breath, fans. There's a lot of knee-jerk reactions. I understand it. We lost to the Bears in a playoff game. Okay. Trust me, I played in a game where I lost the game. We should have won. It was 4th and 26, and somehow they got the freaking first down. So what am I supposed to do? Sit there and go across the field to Andy Reid and say, hey, you did this and that and the other? You shouldn't have kicked that field goal to beat us? No. Hey, man, you had one more play better than me, better than my teammates and I, and we got to ride or die with it. So fans, I love you, Packer fans, but got to let that go. Got to learn from it. What's up, Oil, in the chat? Good to know. I'll try and tune in more. Oh, man. So last one on the list here, chat interaction or tunnel vision focus. Okay, I got a story behind this real quick. When I first, so you talking about it's almost 10 years. It's 2 months away from my 10-year anniversary of streaming on this channel.
Dang.
When I first started streaming, so that first month, March 14th, 2015, between April 15th, 2015, that's why I learned I had to interact with the chat. Like, because I got on Halo, I got on Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, whatever, and I would get locked in. You know how I get locked in after.
Oh, I know.
You know, I get locked in on Halo or any of them. Halo, especially Halo and Call of Duty. I could get locked in because I kind of get in rhythm. And I learned. The chat was all caps. Ahman, are you reading the chat? Ahman, hello. And I'm like, I apologize because I made a mistake. I learned that I have to interact with the chat, just like I'm doing right now. I'm good at it now. You wouldn't have known that I was bad at it then, but I was. So I would say definitely you got to, if you're going to be a content creator, that's what the title of this or that is, you're going to have to interact with the chat. You have to. I don't care. I even see some of the big dogs like Ninja and Shroud. Nothing against them. I know them personally. Well, I know Ninja personally. I haven't met Shroud. I know Ninja personally, but they do, they know they gotta, I see sometimes they do it or do not. Maybe they might say, hey, I'm in a bad day today. So I'm not talking a whole lot. I say if you say that, then your chatter kind of be like, okay, we get you. You having a day, but you want a game, not much talking. Just put that out there. But when it's not a bad day, you gotta do your thing. You're shaking your head. I know you know what I'm talking about.
No, I get it. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I would say some of the best engagement and people we, as of recent, have been from just us interacting with our chat. So you meet a lot of really cool people that were more than likely, to return back to the stream. We've had a lot of people that we found out were streamers as well, right, just from interacting with the chat, or you never know what you might have in common. And obviously they understand you're playing the game and stuff too. Yep. And you start dying and stuff because you're reading your chat. That was me last stream. I was like, man, I'm trash. I'm looking at the chat. I'm like, yeah, it's rough out here. But the minute that stream was over, I started playing good again. I'm like, what happened?
Because it's like some of your energy, is cut both ways. It's kind of like on the Monday when I was playing college football and I got beat by the computer, right? I threw 3 interceptions. I don't throw 3 interceptions, but I was because I was focusing on. I'm not blaming it on the chat. That's just part of it. I got to learn to play because you got to think about this. Talking to the chat while you're in competition is like being at a live event.
Yeah.
Being at a live event, you're going to have people cheering for you, booing you, commentator. You could hear at an esports competition, you most likely could hear the commentators talking about your game. Well, Ahman should have did this instead of that, or Akado should have went that way instead of going this way. And you're like, bro, I'm like 10 feet from you. I'm like, oh, that's what you think? Like I
would have been like, man, y'all need to pick up this controller right now. Tell me what I need to do one more time. I'm gonna put you on this game.
Exactly. So it's just like, oh man.
Let me
It's like,
cook.
yep, it's crazy. So I would say definitely, I would say just to, as you, if you, especially if you're new to the game of content creation, interact with your chat. We get to, that means get to know the people that are following you, because you don't see them, they see you. They are creators to themselves, because most of the time these days, people that are in your chat, they're content creator too, most likely.
Yep.
I would say about 80, I would say over 50%.
Yeah, I would
anywhere
too.
between 50 and 80% of the people following you, they also have a Twitch channel or a Kick channel, or they only stream on TikTok, or they only stream on YouTube, or they only stream on Instagram or something like that. They are a content creator on some level. You know, they might just be telling stories about when they were in high school or something like that, or they just play Animal Crossings all day long. You know, they do something similar to you, but maybe on a lower level, or maybe on a higher level. You know, you never know out there. That's why you got to interact with the people that are coming in your chat and supporting you.
It's also good to support people in return. I think the biggest pitfall that content creators fall into is that once you guys think you've made it, or once you know, whatever, you know, you got to go back and make sure that you're giving people the same time and respect that they give you to take and watch your stream and stuff too. And we do a pretty good job of that here. You know, we raid multiple people. And it don't matter how many views or stuff you got. We do it because we value you as a community member and for tuning into us, and because we're your friend. Exactly. And I think that people, you know, when they grow bigger, you lose sight of that sometimes. And I think it's good to stay humble, and it's good to, you know, 100%. Just remember common decency and just be considerate, because how many viewers you got? They ain't got to watch you.
Right.
You know, they ain't got, there's a billion different things you could be doing, but you chose to spend the last hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes
with us.
With us.
Right.
The least you can do is acknowledge them and thank them for their time. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Even if he's in oil says yes, even if it's a few minutes, goes a long way. Yes. Yes, it does. It does. And I learned that year one, because I remember jumping on stream and I had nobody in the chat, or one person in the chat. And I was just talking to that one person, you know, playing Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum or whatever, Halo 2 back in the day. So, yep, got to be about that life. All right, on that note, we head to another commercial break. We'll be back with This Week in Video Game History. See y'all in a few.
While you game, Devour Go delivers more than just food. It is the next-gen commerce platform bringing seamless ordering into the heart of gaming and entertainment. Skip the app hopping from your computer to the kitchen. Devour Go makes it easy to fuel up without missing a moment. Game on, eat up, Devour Go.
And we're on This Week in Video Game History, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Where we got here? What we have the sound here? There we go. I always want to do that. This Week in Video Game History. So January 19th to January 23rd in video game history, this week marks the debut of cultural icons and legendary horror sequels that came out years ago, and major modern launches of games out today. And one we already talked about, Paul World 2024. Oh, the viral Pokemon with guns game, Survival, launched on PC and Xbox Series S and X, reaching a massive player count almost immediately, of course, because it looked like something that my boy plays a lot. He's a Pokemon guy. He knows his stuff. And how much, because you mentioned it, like, a lot when we were playing it, when we played it for that little bit. I played it a little bit. You played it more than I did, and you were a Pokemon person. So how much, like, percentage-wise, was it familiar from Paul World Pokemon?
So here's the debate with this, and it's the designs of the creatures, right, is what they couldn't get them on, and it's a really complicated thing because Power World, you know, the models looked There's certain Pokemon you can tell were just like they mixed and matched Pokemon and made a Power World out of them. But because Nintendo couldn't get them on the copyright for that, they decided to go after the catching mechanics and stuff to try to get Power World, it taken down or at least knocked down a few pegs. And it was weird because I'm like, I think what did it for them was everyone's like, oh, it's Pokemon with guns. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So then I said, I had to play it. And I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. 1000%. That's this Pokemon. 1000%. That's this Pokemon. And me and Battle were playing it. And it was more like Minecraft, and like you could build your base, and there was more to do. And that's when Nintendo got a little irked, is because there was more things you could do, and graphically it looked better than Pokemon. Right. And it was at the time where everyone's like, how come Pokemon can't do this? How come Pokemon can't do that? And Nintendo's like, okay, you want to rip off our designs and get our fan base wondering, whatever. Okay, we'll sue you. And then they didn't really win. And they're like, well, we kind of won. And we're all just kind of like, are you just being like a bully? Right. Are you mad, bro? Or maybe you could make a better game and we would like your game more. But why are you mad at Power World? And then now Power World went after Animal Crossing because now they're doing a farming cozy simulator for Animal Crossing.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Power World, they went ahead and changed the thing that Nintendo was suing them for. And the only thing they could get them for on the patent, two things they tried. One was the Pokeball throwing mechanic. Yeah. And two was the gliding mechanic from Breath of the Wild. So the Nintendo tried to get them on a patent. And they're patenting this stuff as the lawsuit is ongoing. They're like, oh yeah, we got the patent.
Oh yeah, we already started this process. Right.
We started this process this date. I'm like, man, y'all are petty as right now, man. That's wild.
That's how big their business works, man.
I get it. I know y'all want to protect the assets, but I mean,
they have to. Well, they have to protect the assets because if not, they're going to lose out on money, and that's why they're doing it.
I feel like that doesn't stop Pokemon fans, and even with this new Hytale game that came out compared to Minecraft, everyone's talking about Hytale right now because they're like, well, this game looks better than Minecraft. You can do this versus Minecraft.
We just saw that. We just talked about that last week's podcast.
It's blowing up on the internet.
Yeah. I saw that.
But I mean, like Royals playing, my friend Gary is playing. They're like, Alan, man, Hytale. I'm like, bro, listen, it looked just like Minecraft. I'm not trying. It's not though. It's not Minecraft, and I'm just kind of
like if you don't know, I'm looking at Minecraft.
You think you're looking at Minecraft?
We watched that last week on the video. I remember watching that on this show.
And once again, I would say this to the indie developers, Power World and Hytale. To take on something and make improvements enough to where you're getting noticed by the community and you sell like an absurd amount of copies in a very short amount of time, my hat goes off to you because the bigger companies are going to get mad at you for doing what they won't do for some dumb reason. And as we've seen with video games and stuff in the past, competition drives like productivity.
Oh yeah.
If they feel like they're a monopoly and they have no reason to improve on their game, they're not really gonna people gonna buy it anyway. Right. So it's up to people, like you guys who will make something and then be a company and make the company. Why don't we have this in our game? Or why didn't we do that? Or didn't we fire Jeff who had that same idea? Oh, Jeff went to that company?
Or he made the company.
Oh, Jeff made the company. Oh, no, we suing Jeff.
Yeah, exactly.
We suing Jeff.
I've met so many people in the industry since I've been in the esports and gaming space that they left Microsoft, Sony, Activision, EA to go start their company that's just as big, if not bigger, than where they were at. So they were like handcuffed, in terms of their creativity and their mindfulness of thinking like, oh, you need to do this. And they're like, no, we do it this way. We're going to make more money. Blah, blah, blah. All right, peace. Deuces, kick rocks. I'll see you later. I'm going to go make my own, money over here doing something that I tried to give to you because I'm under your wing right now. But since you don't want to listen to me, I'm out. So
you're going to like what I posted in the chat too on a completely different note.
Okay. Next game for esports or video game history came out 2015 was the remastered of Resident Evil, the original. So the high definition update of the iconic 2002 GameCube remake was released across PC, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms back in 2015. And then a game that I don't even know I didn't realize this game existed, but it got a cool name. It's called Police Knots. Came out in 1995. So this is before you were walking and talking, Akido. Were you not? Oh no, you were.
1992. I wasn't.
Yeah, you were 1999. You're 1995. So you were three. You were 3. So yeah, you wasn't even thinking about this. Hideo Kojimo's sci-fi venture saw its PlayStation release in Japan, and this was on January 19th. And then on the 20th of today, we have games like Mio, Memories of Orbit coming out. It's a new release here in 2026. The Metro Davian launched on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. And then the good old-fashioned gangster game, Saint Rose 4 Re-Elected, the definitive version of the PS4 and Xbox One, arrived alongside a standalone expansion, Get Out of Hell. It's the name of the DLC. Came out back in 2015 on January 20th. And then January 21st, 1999. So we do that math. That means you were 4. No, you were 7, 8? 8. Somewhere around there, Akido. 1999, 292. Yeah, you were 7. You were 6. Super Smash Brothers, the game that started the crossover fighting phenomenon, first launched for the Nintendo 64 in Japan in 1999. There you go. All right, on down the list. In 2008, on the same day, January 21st, Advance Wars Days of Ruin, the greedy reboot of the tactical strategy series, was released on the Nintendo DS in North America. So, fun game. It looks like a fun game. Long War 2, Advance Wars Days of Ruin, squad up. It says squad icons and everything. So on January 22nd, we got hit the last one. We have a couple fun ones, and one of them is a game you know very well, Akido, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth 2025, the acclaimed second entry in the remake trilogy, made its a long-awaited debut on PC in 2025. So that game, was it just that game hadn't been on PC, or just the other Final Fantasies hadn't?
Rebirth hadn't made it to PC. They debuted on PS5 first.
Oh, on console first. Gotcha. All right. And then a fun game, which I forgot, fighting game, Guilty Gear Strive, the popular fighting game released on Nintendo Switch port during this week back in 2025. So a year ago. I didn't realize that it ported over to Nintendo Switch, the first one.
Because no one plays fighting games on the Switch.
They play Smash Bros.
That's different.
What's different?
It's Nintendo.
It's because
you can't play it nowhere else.
Oh, okay. You okay?
No. Name one time anyone hooked up really a fight pad outside of 8-bit.
Street Fighter. Street Fighter's on Switch.
Bro, if I had $1 for every amiibo I saw clearance out because they couldn't sell them on Switch. If I had $1. True.
You'd be a rich man.
I'd be a very, very rich man.
All right. Go ahead. Are you done? Okay. So the last game back 10 years ago, or a little bit over 10 years ago now, Grey Goo came out in 2015. The traditional real-time strategy game developed by veterans of the genre was released on PC. Grey Goo? I should have looked up this game a little bit. It has a link here. Let's see what the link says. What is Grey Goo? Grey Goo. It is a real-time strategy, so RTS game that combines classic strategy mechanics and a balanced combat system with emphasis on a base building. Oh, kind of like a StarCraft, basically. Kind of like a StarCraft, because that's what you do in StarCraft. You build things, you destroy things, you fight. This game has a 91% liked among Google users. So there you go. All right, on down the list there. So that was video game history of the week. And have you, other than Smash, any other fighting games you played on Switch, Akido?
Why?
He said why? No, you don't want to do it?
I mean, like,
you don't want to do it?
I can't use like my fight pad. Number 2.
Oh, true.
They don't really use like a lot of fight sticks on Switch. Like, I know they make them kind of, but the other thing too is like frame rate and just a bunch of stuff, servers and whatever else, unless like I've never, and you've been to Evo in places a couple times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frosty Faustings. Outside of Smash, I didn't see any other fighting game being played on the Switch.
Switch. That was it. Yeah.
That's about it.
Guilty Gear. Everything was console or PC.
I mean, like, and that's on your traditional system, like Marvel versus Capcom. I like, and that's no knock to the Switch. I just feel like, it's always been PlayStation for the most part on fighters. I mean, Sony's the one that hosts Evo or owns Evo with the rights to Evo.
Exactly, they do.
So I mean, like, Arc System Works and just a bunch of other stuff that they partner with. They've been doing. I think people, in their earliest memories and stuff, playing Tekken and a lot of those were on PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. So
aside,
very interesting. All right.
In the chat though, in Discord, super side note briefly, He-Man Masters of the Universe trailer, animated real life series debuts tomorrow.
Ooh, and the game, I know I gotta get that. I gotta put that on. And that's on my birthday list. I have that game on my birthday list.
Backyard Sports animated special coming to YouTube. That trailer, that's coming out.
Yeah, I've been reaching out to Lindsay's team. I gotta keep. They must not want me. They don't like me.
They like you. What are you talking about?
Hey, I've been. You know how long I've been reaching out? Since she did our show, which was probably like in June or July. I've been reaching out to her, so I'm gonna keep reaching out to her. I'm gonna get you, Lindsay. We're gonna talk. I want to have some fun, play some backyard baseball, football, basketball, all that fun stuff. Because I lived it.
That's the game I'd play on the Switch.
Oh yeah, backyard baseball, football.
I play the fun games on Switch. Switch is like the fun console.
It's the fun console. I agree with that. Sonic Crossroads that I got for Christmas is a fun game. It's a very fun game, very similar to Mario Kart, but I love it regardless. So I got
that in the wrapping.
All the Sonic World characters are on there. So all right, now we're headed over to game releases of the week.
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
All right, we got Final Fantasy. What is this? What's the number?
Of course you put it in the one that's on the Switch.
Final Fantasy.
Oh, man.
7. It's the remake. I'll just show the video. We could talk through it. So Final Fantasy Remake Intrograde comes out on Friday on Switch 2 and Xbox. Enjoy the first iconic chapter of Mako Reactor 1 bombing mission in the free demo. It is possible to carry over your save data to the main game. In addition, if save data has been created for the demo, the bonus items, rival earnings, and survival set can be claimed in the full game. So the Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is coming out on, like I said, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series S.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
S.
Wow.
That is no, it's 20. Oh yeah, tomorrow, the 22nd, Thursday. Sorry. So the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake Intrograde, the first game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, retells the original story up to the escape of Midgard with breathtaking visuals, fast-paced gameplay, and additional story elements. This RPG delivers unforgettable characters, a powerful narrative, and a hybrid battle system that blends real-time action with strategic command-based combat. Also, it includes a FF of Final Fantasy VII episode intermission and a side story starring Huffy Kasagori that offers a fresh perspective on running in parallel to Cloud's journey. Ooh, okay. I know this is your franchise. You know this very well, Akido.
Man, that's been a long
that I put it up here because I know you say you run this a lot. I know what. So what other than, is it the stories? Because my cousins, I have good friends and family members that this is where their game. What's up, Eldersman Games? The Elder Gamesman. How you doing, man? So what is it about? Is it the storyline? Is it the graphics of Final Fantasy? Because I know the graphics wasn't like this years ago.
Oh right? Gosh, no. I hated Final Fantasy VII when it came out because I couldn't appreciate it.
Right.
So Final Fantasy VII, what, 1997?
Yes. That sounds about right.
On PlayStation 1, I was at Half Price Books with my dad. And now you picked up this game, said Final Fantasy, because 10 had come out on like PS2, and he picks up this old PS1 game called Final Fantasy 7. I'm like, I don't want this old one. I want Final Fantasy 10.
I
He's
want
like,
the
I'm
new
gonna buy it.
stuff. Yeah.
I want the new stuff. And Dad says, all right, no, we're just
You gotta deal with this old stuff first.
He's like, I'm gonna buy it. If you don't want to play it, fine, whatever. I was like, all right, cool. He did the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 2 and Uncharted. So my dad had a great taste in games. He didn't even know. He just said, this looks great. Anyway, so come out with Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children. You fast forward to the movie that they came out with, and Dad and I are watching this on the Sci-Fi Channel. And I'm like, dang, this game looked good. They got Cloud and Sephiroth. I love this movie. And I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that game that I have downstairs in the basement? So then I go down there, and I'm like, it is the game. So I pop it in, and it's 3 discs long, and I'm like, man, I don't understand any of it. And I struggled through the game.
Oh,
but it was significant because it was a turning point in graphics for the franchise. Like, it really utilized like the fully animated cutscenes, and the story follows Cloud and Sephiroth, and those became, 2 of the most well-known, Final Fantasy characters of all time. And the synopsis for Final Fantasy 7, because each Final Fantasy is different, right? They all have a different story, unless they're like, 7 whatever, or 13-2 or 13-3. Each one with like, they follow a different protagonist. Like 13 is Lightning, 15 is Noctis, and they're completely different stories. The only thing that kind of goes between is the world. Like Chocobos are in every game, Moogles are in every game, Summons, Ifrit, Bahamut, the big, whatever, Knights of the Round.
Yeah.
Those are in every game, but the story is different. The reason why 7's popular is, number one, the story. Like, it's about this evil company named like Shinra Power Electric.
It's always a company, right?
It's the company.
It's always like the Umbrella in Resident Evil.
That's what it is. Except for they're sucking the planet dry, basically, of Mako energy to try to live a comfortable life. That's the synopsis for it. So to do that, they had these super soldiers that they made by infusing them with Mako energy.
Right. I need to get into this. This is right up my alley. I like this. I like this type of stuff.
They infused them with that. They made super soldiers called, literally called Soldier. And you had Zack, and you had Sephiroth, and you had Angeal. Now, the thing about it is there's a prequel to Final Fantasy VII called Crisis Core, which goes into, the actual story of Final Fantasy before Cloud. The other reason why this game is so deep is because Cloud is like depression. He's like depressed.
Oh, okay.
And he's also got some mental stuff going on.
Okay.
Like, he's not who he thinks he is.
So he got some PTSD going on?
He has a lot of PTSD. He's like out dang near one whole disc of the game because of just like, a lot of regrets and stuff that happened in this story. It's so deep that he has to battle, with his actions and stuff that he could have done, that he blames himself for doing. And some stuff wasn't even his fault. And Sephiroth, that's another mental thing where basically this alien calamity called Genova falls down. That's where that meteor is, comes down to the planet, and the Shinra company uses its cells, uses Genova's cells to help make these soldiers as well. So not the Mako energy. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's Genova cells that are put into that, along with the Mako experiments that Hojo and whatever did. Point is, there was one super soldier that's better than everybody else, and that was Sephiroth, to do with the
I've heard that name before, Sephiroth, several times, and Cloud.
He goes ape bleep basically, and then goes ahead and just trying to end the whole world. He's like, look, my mom's this alien, I'm gonna go ahead and end this planet. So Cloud and his friends are like, look, I'm not gonna let that happen. And this story is the first one. It covers pretty much the first disc of what happens in starting their journey and who they meet along the way to try to stop Sephiroth. Nice. And basically, they start off as a terrorist organization. The black dude, Barrett, with the machine gun arm, Avalanche is a straight-up terrorist organization that's just trying to blow up parts of Shinra Company just to stop them.
That's Sephiroth right there, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a deep
sword. Yeah, it's deep.
It's
I like
deeper
the storyline.
story.
I'm gonna have to get into it. We're gonna have to play it this year.
Hey, I just finished Intergrade not too long ago. Then they're gonna do Rebirth. The weird part about this is that initially it was announced that this game was gonna come to Xbox like in 2020. And it took them 6 years for them to lose or move it over from exclusive to from PlayStation and PC over to Xbox
Wow.
and Switch. 6 years. Because I think the original Final Fantasy VII Remake came out in 2020. It might have been earlier than that.
Dang. That took some time.
Nope,
man.
April 10th, 2020. Right on the money.
Gotcha. Well, dang.
So the fact that this is coming to Xbox tomorrow is a big deal. Switch, okay, you can play it on the Switch. I think I'll say this: if the Switch 2 can handle Cyberpunk, it should be able to handle Final Fantasy. But that's man,
No, yeah, don't know.
I want to see it. Seeing is believing with me on the Switch. I love the Switch, but I'm just saying when you're handling, big boy games that are designed for the world's most powerful console, and you're trying to compact that down to like a handheld, and the Switch 2 is more powerful. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying like that's, like with Borderlands 4 on the Switch 2, I was like, I don't know. And then they're like, all right, we got to, patch this out. We got to tweak some things. I'm like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that's
it's a lot of power to demand. And then also with the storage cost, and you need a micro SD express card to even run games on the Switch too. That's a requirement. That takes up I don't know what the gigabyte space on that is going to take up.
That's going to take up a lot on a Switch. That's a lot. Ain't much space in there at all.
That's all I'm trying to say.
I hear you on that one. Thank you for that breakdown, Akido. I appreciate that, man. I knew that was like, so Final Fantasy pop up. I know what I'm gonna have.
Eeyore refuses to play this game because he lost his entire save data of 300 plus hours on the PlayStation 1 memory card.
Oh well, that could definitely hurt feelings.
He's been bitter about that for like 30
years.
He's
gonna have to. I'm gonna teach him how to get over things, and so he can finish that because he's gonna want to finish it. Because I remember that happened to my God of War, and I finished that. No, not God of War, Last of Us. And I had to go. He fixed it too, and he said, "I got to erase this memory because it's not going to do this, that, and the other." And I'm like, "We'll do it. I'll just finish it. I'll play it again." And I did. So he gave out that advice to me, and then all right, we got to teach him some lessons.
That's a stubborn old man right there.
Yeah, we got to teach him, the seasoned veteran of gaming, how to do his things. So on that note, we're headed over to what's on screen, y'all.
Row, row, row your boat gently up the... sorry. Excuse me. It's time for what's on stream.
So if you have been following along, we got Fallout Season 1, Episode 2, The Target. That's where we're at. Episode 1, I thought was, it's seeing the first iteration of any gaming series movie that I see gets turned from, the video game, the console, PC, whatever, and it comes to the big screen of movies. This series is on the level of a movie because obviously the artwork, the design, the storyline, I don't know how much of the storyline sticks to the Fallout storyline. Don't quote me on that. I only played one. I did probably 25% of Fallout 76. That's it. But when I see a guy like, what's his name? Walton Goggins, plays the Ghoul, and or Cooper Howard, the cowboy in the movie with no nose. He's an A-list actor. And so when you got A-list actors doing stuff like this is not just their side gig. This is their gig. And so that means they're putting in good hard work of acting, and then the writing and directing goes along with it. So all the actors in this series have done a good job. Maximus, played by Aaron Motten, and Ella Parnell, played by Lucy McLean, I say doing a great job so far. So in this episode, it's called The Target. So it opens up when it expands the wasteland and rises the stakes as three separate journeys begin to collide together, because we see survival becomes more complicated, alliances become more murky of who they're going to team up with, and I ain't walking with him around a desert planet right now. And the trust and the true cost of power is put on display. So in the episode opens with Maximus, who is she's kind of like the soldier dude that kind of got the suit that's in the game. He earned it, but kind of not quite earned it the way he should have. So it opens with him facing a defining moment after a brutal encounter leaves the brother. So it's the Brotherhood is called the army that he's in. So it leaves a Brotherhood of Steel Knight dead. So the guy he was kind of the apprentice to. So he's the apprentice to this person that's a badass in this suit, if you haven't watched it. So Maximus commandeers the Fallen Knight's power armor and makes a decision that instantly elevates his status, but also traps him in a lie because now everybody thinks he is the Brotherhood of Steel Knight and not the apprentice when he is the apprentice. And he's what I tell people when you, like my wife, she will always be like worried about getting into a party or somewhere. Like I remember going to Super Bowl. Oh my God, we don't have, babe, act like you're supposed to be here. That's what I tell her. Act like you're supposed to be here. And that's what Maximus is doing here. He's acting like he's supposed to be here. And yeah, you have mentioned that several times that he's acting like Finn. So whether wearing the armor gives Maximus authority, protection, and a fear-based respect, because obviously if the wrong person shows up, he knows in the back of his head, he's like, oh man, I'm gonna get exposed. That I'm not that dude. But it also exposes his inexperiences as well. So every step inside this suit reminds Maximus that power without preparation is dangerous, right? We know what that is. That's not good. So his arc in this episode focuses on him and his identity, his fear, and his ambitions all at the same time as he struggles to live up to what the symbol of the wearing this suit is supposed to be. Basically like being in Master Chief's suit, you know, being in the Spartan uniform is kind of on that same level. I see you over there posturing and everything. What you got to say? What you want to add?
I ain't saying nothing. I wasn't typing nothing. But if you're asking, bro is Finn and Lucy's Ray.
Yeah, I agree with that. Dude, it's fun. But it's
it's
nobody with powers other than like actual power. You feel me? No force. There's no force in this.
Bro getting in that suit is the equivalent to Finn picking up a lightsaber. I said this before watching this episode. I was like, bro is Finn. I called it last week. I say it again.
It's Finn. It's a nice
coincide. I mean, he was cold-blooded for what he did, though. But I ain't mad at him for that. I'm not mad at him for that. Look, man, listen. If I got the only way you're gonna live in my hands and you're insulting me, I'm gonna let you cook for a minute. I'm gonna let you keep talking till you don't. I get that. That's fine.
Keep talking till you don't. Yeah. So the Brotherhood's obsession with the pre-war technology looms over him too, because obviously this suit is like a symbol of them fighting the war that was the nuclear war that took over planet Earth in this storyline, in this story in general. So reinforcing the idea that in this world, technology equals power and control. And before I go on further, I'm gonna say, hey, that QR code up in the right over Akado's head, go to that, scan that, please. You can donate to my Digital Divide initiative, and you can learn about it by clicking that, by scanning your code on your phone. And also, we got some information in the chat for you too. So please do that. As we go on, now we talk about Lucy's road, her arc here. So Lucy meets the wasteland. So remember, Lucy, she was down below in Vault 33. And it got attacked all in season 1, episode 1. And now she's above because she's looking for her father. So above ground, Lucy's journey, her continues. And reality hits hard for her. So her vault taught optimism is immediate a challenge as she encountered Wilzig, a mysterious, you got Wilzig, this character is a mysterious and injured figure with deep ties to the pre-war secrets. So Wilzig represents the moral gray area of the wasteland because upstairs, what they call it, of the above ground people have been through hell and high water, literally, because they've been through the nuclear holocaust, the fallout, i.e. title of the movie and the game, or the series and the game. So neither hero nor villain, he's kind of in a gray area because they got to live. If you watched it, Akato, they got to live. So neither hero or villain, but a survivor carrying dangerous knowledge. So Lucy's compassion puts her at risk, but it also sets her apart from the hardened people she meets on the surface. So her travel led her to Philly, is a ransacked frontier town that feels chaotic, lawless, and barely held together. It's basically one fell swoop of a hard wind or sandstorm coming through, and this town is gone. So that's about it. So on so where was Philly serves as Lucy's first real test of vault rules don't apply here. So in the vault, it was like living in a perfect world. You know, everybody's nice. You know, you got job, you go do your job, you come from work, you sit there, watch your sitcom if they even have TVs down there. I don't know what they got in the vault, but they have something, you know, once you get off work, whatever, you go do that. But she finds out it doesn't apply, and trust is a currency, not just the word. Few can afford to have down, I'll say above ground. So that's where we at. Lucy is basically wet behind the ears, and she's finding out everything firsthand. Like, oh, we're not underground anymore. What you got to say on that?
I don't know how they surviving as long as they do without water.
Hey, true.
Like legit, not even 5 minutes. Maybe okay, fine. I'll give it not even a week above ground. Bro drank all her water. I'm like,
hey.
I mean, like she's like, have you tried putting water in? He's like, you see any water? I'm like, where are you? How are y'all even alive? What are you eating?
You remember this TV?
I mean, I had iguanas and stuff, but I'm like,
iguanas,
like,
yeah.
Man, you turned down the food. Y'all doing the most. Like I mean, that I was just wondering about that. I'm like, I mean, you're surviving pretty good up there,
right?
But also, like, if it wasn't for dude and doggo, and you know, he's just straight up watching you sleep, which was creepy.
Yeah.
You know, you got big giant cockroaches and mutated.
Yeah, I saw the cockroach jump through the window. I said, "God, dog!" But that's going to happen when you have radiation fallout all over the place.
And dude, man, my guy Ghoul. I know we haven't even touched on.
Yeah, we're about to get to Ghoul next. Yeah,
I won't even say, but Lucy.
And
God bless Lucy, man. I hope. All I know is she make it to season 2, so I'm gonna just sit back and watch what Lucy.
Yeah, she made it to season 2, and you gotta know, Ghoul is over 300 years old. That is crazy. I still want to know how he survived.
I know exactly how he survived. You seeing what he's doing?
No, I've seen what he's done.
That's how he's surviving. You know who doesn't need to survive? Finn.
Or a Maximus. He doesn't.
Finn. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. All right. So the Ghoul, as you brought up his name, we'll talk about him now. So enter the Ghoul in Philly. Lucy comes face to face with the Ghoul, a scarred, cynical bounty hunter that's played by Walton Goggins, who's been in all the fun commercials that you probably seen on TV. So the cynical bounty hunter whose presence immediately shifts the tone of the episode of anything you watching. When you seen this dude walk up with his cowboy hat on, no face, no nose, and a gun, you know he's about that business. And so where Lucy is hopeful, the Ghoul is ruthless. He's a bounty hunter. He's Boba Fett, basically. He's Boba Fett right there. So where she believes in doing good, he believes in getting his money, getting paid. Okay, so their interaction highlights some of the show's strongest contrast, right? Lucy represents what humanity is, or what humanity used to be. The Ghoul represent what it's become to survive on planet Earth right now since the fallout. So the Ghoul's knowledge of the wasteland and his interest in Wilzig makes it clear that Lucy's quest for a bigger and more dangerous than she really actually does. So her trying to go find her dad ain't just as me saying go find my dad. It's not that easy, basically, is what he's trying to tell her and what he's teaching her. You know, even though he's a Ghoul, he has a family. He had a family, I'll say. He had a family, so he kind of has some. I mean, it's not much. It might be like a smidgen of compassion for Lucy. So he kind of hits her with the ropes, but then also say, hey, kid, you need to do, you know, he's not telling her nothing, but you could tell he's not being soft on her, but it's tough love in any way at the end of the day. So to break down kind of that episode into what some of the takeaways are. So the target, you know, this episode's name itself, the target reinforces the show's ideas that power comes at a cost. because we've seen that, right? With Maximus and a suit, you know, he's all in worrisome mode because he knows he's not that dude, but he's wearing a badass suit. So basically, like Akido said, he's walking around with a lightsaber, but he don't know how to use it. Like Finn in Force Awakens and all in the last
did
three.
Do that thing to that team, that army Conrad too.
Probably did.
Man,
Yep.
I don't like dude.
Yeah, well, he hasn't really done anything yet.
He's done a lot of things. It's about what he's not doing.
Exactly. Well, that's what I said. He hasn't done nothing. So, so good intentions don't guarantee survival. Technology shapes hierarchy and violence, and optimism is a liability. Okay, let me say that again. Optimism is a liability when you're dealing with a dystopian Earth, and a strength. It's a liability and a strength to think about, oh, this is going to be, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to get my dad. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be safe. Well, you're in a place where nobody really thinks like you do, Lucy. All right. So just remember that. So each character is chasing something different, as we know. Maximus is chasing what, Akido? What you think he's chasing?
Knowledge and intelligence.
And confidence, right? Purpose.
No, you don't just kill him off.
I don't think he's gonna get killed off.
I hope so.
If you watch the preview of the season 2,
dang it,
he ain't went nowhere yet.
I'm not even trying to hear these in my lucid sounds right
now. She's chasing her family, of course. She's looking for her dad. And then the ghoul, he just want that money. He just trying to survive.
He doesn't even want the money. He said, I need a doctor. And the only reason why I know he doesn't want money is because he just threw the bottle caps on the ground. He said, I ate the tomatoes, here's the bottle caps, and then just walked off.
Right.
He's got bottle caps. They were saying 1,000, the entire currency is bottle caps. Anyway.
It's not just for a Call of Duty thing?
No, did you not? That's a Fallout currency is bottle caps. Their whole
I told you
currency.
I only played the game like that.
Oh, no, I only played a little bit too, but that's their currency is bottle caps.
Got it. And
that's why he threw those on the ground, and that's why she screamed out 1,000 bottle caps to the worst person who kills this mother, whatever. Like,
right.
That's what she's trying. Their whole currency is like bottle caps, I guess. But anyway, he just threw them on the ground. He's trying to get healing or whatever the doctor knew about how to help him. For whatever else. He didn't care about the money. Bro, he was popping them.
No, I know that.
Ghoul.
I remember.
I know what skin I'm going to wear on Call of Duty.
Yeah, he's about that life.
He was more than about that life. And I would say this, tough love, he didn't shoot at Lucy like once, really. Well, he did. He did because the power dude saved him. And Lucy needs to stop. I swear if there become a love interest, I'm turning the show off, I'm turning it off.
Something's coming. You got to watch episode 3.
Turning it off.
It's not. You're good.
Good, because I'm like, it better be I hope she friend zones the crap out of dude. I want
Maximus
it to be
or the
Maximus. Lucy was all Google eye, like, wow. I'm like,
He ain't worth it. He ain't worth it, Lucy. Is that what
you need to friend zone him like you did Finn?
He said friend zone him.
You need
like Ray did Finn,
right? Just like Ray did Finn,
and Fate Force Awakens and Last Jedi and
I'm not even vibing with dude. Ghoul made a fool out of him. He said you need to read the instruction manual. Slit the thing, man.
Yeah. He didn't know what he was doing,
and Ghoul knew it. He did. He had I'll tell you what. This is the last Star Wars reference I'm gonna say. What was the first thing Ghoul did?
I can't remember.
Got the high ground.
Oh yeah, in battle, in shooting, yes.
You know who else didn't get the high ground? Anakin.
We talked about that yesterday, or 2 days ago, whatever.
Bro.
Yeah. Hey, but they gotta have that character that does.
They didn't need to make him so slimy, though.
Yeah, who, Ghoul or Maximus?
Maximus.
But for Maximus, it has to be a character off of balance. You want balance in a series, and that creates an imbalance at sometimes. In the beginning, right now, you want the imbalance because you want to tell everybody, like us, the audience, that the story is more to this story than you about to find out. And right now, there's the imbalance of these two working together. One kind of like on his own thing. That's the Ghoul with Maximus and Lucy. you'll see in episode 3 and in 4 that things kind of you'll see. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll see.
Oh, you've already watched these. Oh.
Yeah, I went ahead. I'm doing homework like you doing homework. So the final take for me for this. So episode 2 proves that Fallout isn't just about surviving the apocalypse as we know. We played the game. So if you played the game, you already know this. This ain't nothing new. If you play the game, but if you haven't played the game and you're somebody coming in this new, like where you even played a video game and you're just now watching this series, it's about who you become after it. So basically, after the Fallout, who are you now? With power, armor, hidden knowledge, dangerous alliances now in play. So the path of these characters are clearly on a collision course to something. We don't know what that is. So that's why the name of this episode, the targets are set. It's called Target. So the targets are set. And the waistline is continuing to watch because there's always something moving. You got all type of stuff. Wait till episode 3 and 4. You're going to see that. We're going to learn
I hope
that.
Maximus gets killed off. That makes me happy.
We already know he doesn't. He's in season 2.
Look, I can still hope.
Any final thoughts on this, Akado? Before we bounce out of here to
right Maximus
tips of the week. To the tips of the week.
Give Lucy the suit. Right Maximus out. Keep the ghoul. Keep the dog.
Keep the dog. Yeah, true.
Keep the dog. I know the dog's like a key thing. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'll change my mind about Maximus, but right now, man, trust me, Lord knows I was rooting for Finn. I seen the black dude in the trailer. I was like, oh man, this must be a fan made thing. I know they ain't.
You're a hot mess, dude.
I said I know they didn't.
Funny.
I was like, but it's the same concept. Like, I'm not trying to be. Look, I'm just saying, like, you made him a weenie from the start. Like, I mean, this is what happens to bullied kids, and maybe this is like a real life thing. If you give a bullied kid a power suit, okay. Same with the Empire. You give a bullied stormtrooper a lightsaber. Man,
hey, maybe this was with the Chaz. You could talk to executive editor Chaz Hawkins. That's one of the writers. So 14 episodes. So there you go. They've done a good job. I need to
talk with Dave Filoni.
This series has been already green lighted for season 3. So there you go. So they got some good stuff cooking. You got to ask those people.
I believe it's one of those things where I'm going to just have to trust the process. I'm going through that with My Hero Academia right now. People are swearing up and down, Alan is so good. Alan is so good. I'm watching this. I'm like,
It's suspect. I thought it was I'm thinking it's so good. I started that. I got to finish that too.
Oh, My Hero?
Yeah.
My Hero's good. It's just the main character is so dang whiny. I'm like, you ain't even got real problems like that yet.
You got real problems.
Like, I was watching Naruto. I'm like, Naruto ain't have a dad. Naruto ain't have a mom. Well, Naruto had everyone hating him, legitimately hating him.
And they could still thrive, right?
Right, and you're still thriving. Deku, I can't think of anything bad that's really happened to you.
Yeah, well, on that note, we're going to move on because we could talk about that forever. I already could tell.
Hey,
we could talk about that forever.
It's gonna be a whole Akido anime.
Exactly. So when we do an Akido anime segment, you could go in on that. On that note, we're gonna head to the last segment of the show. Is Ahman's gamer tips of the week, and in Akido, when you could start doing, you could throw some tips because you a gamer, you a good gamer. So I'm in fighting game territory now. Here we go. Switch the gears. We went from sports games and we did shooters, we did FPS, we did sports games, and now we're doing fighting games. And so one big tip, easy tip, start off, learn one character first. So don't start character hopping early. Start with one person in any fighting game and master them before you move to the next. So master one character to understand spacing, timing, and some of the matchups that you have. Then also focus on the normals things like the specials they have, the anti-airs they have, and the basic combinations they have, how they leg sweep, but how they get into you just got to hit X for a 3-hit combination, what that looks like, and make that your verbatim move. And then after that, grow your combo tree off of that one basic combo into all the bigger ones. And that's one thing you do real good, Akido. You start off when we play our Throwdown Thursday, and I think we played 2XKO for the last 2 weeks. So we'll jump back at the top of that list start off with either Street Fighter or Tekken. But knowing those combination of things started with basics, like fundamentals, get the spacing down. Like that is number one. I know for a game like Super Mario, like Super Smash Brothers,
Yeah.
spacing is all that game is about, is spacing, because you only have 2 or 3 moves that everybody knows for Smash characters. There's no secret what the moves are for Smash characters, from Cloud to Mario to Steve to Samus. It doesn't matter the character on Smash, because everybody knows the buttons. It's just about your spacing and your timing to make it where you're almost unstoppable. And I've played people where they've used Kirby and I could barely hit them. And,
Kirby a menace.
You know, when you get a really good Kirby player, you get good any player on Super Smash Brothers.
Yep.
They know the fundamentals. They understand. But they started with playing with that one character, and that's my one character. I got Kirby as well. And then now, since I've been rolling Kirby for about 2-3 years, now I've been slowly bringing in Rob the robot, because that's my amiibo. And I'm gonna put a link for my next amiibo for Christmas or my birthday, which is next month.
Link's really good. If I had to chime in on any of that,
sword-based character is good on Super Smash Bros.
Oh, you know, I mean Ike. You saw Ike at that tournament. If I actually get him trained up, I almost won that tournament too.
It's a problem.
It was a problem.
With any sword wielding or extra item person, like Snake, he has the bombs, and Steve, Minecraft Steve, is a problem. He could build and he throwing crap everywhere. What's the kid with the backpack?
Ness?
Ness. Oh, Ness is a headache. Headache. I could count on one hand how many times I beat whoever plays Ness against me. That's how many wins
He's rough.
I got.
He's got the whole. He's got range attacks, and he's got.
What's that thing? Is that stars? What is that? Electricity.
He's got the weird PK fire, PK thunder,
PK. That's
lightning.
what it is. So yeah,
telekinesis.
That's what it is. So at the end of the day, start with one character and master him, them, whoever that character is, before you move on to the next. Master it, understand it, the spacing and timing, and how to start your move, how to defend, how to block, how to anti-air, how to low attack, mid attack, high attack. It's all that in it. So do that. So that is my gamer tip of the week. So that brings us to the end of the show. Oh, great show today, Akido. Good job.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Everybody in the chat, thanks for jumping in here. We have my man Brian 1987, Bear fan, the Elder Gamesman. I like that. If you have a Twitch channel, Elder Gamesman, drop it in the Discord so we can follow you as well. And then again, that QR code over Akido's head, scan it, donate to the cause, help families in neighborhoods that are
I gave him a follow on Twitch.
Under-resourced with not good internet and not good opportunities in IT, gaming, and esports, and job skills that get developed from that area that we know about. So thank you for joining My Gamers Lounge, where gaming, sports, and life collide. We hope you enjoyed the show and got your daily dose of gaming goodness and insightful conversation. Be sure to follow us on all social media. So, we're on Twitch, Ahman Green TV, NIL TV Esports as well. On Instagram, we have NIL TV Esports. We have Ahman Green 30, and we have Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. On TikTok, we have NIL TV Esports and Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. On X, we have all three of them, Ahman Green 30, we have Ahman Green TV or Gamers Lounge, and we have NIL TV Esports. And on YouTube, we have Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge and NIL TV Esports. Woof. And my website, the Ahman Green Foundation, and the Tiltify link that's also in this chat as well. Click on that. Get involved. Help out. Every cent counts to get this dream achieved for myself and for the people in the community I live in and around the U.S. where I have lived in, to help raise these funds and bring that information and that technology to their neighborhoods. Please do. Please help me out. All right. So we'll be on later this evening playing some Halo, my favorite shooter game, Wingman Wednesday tonight. And so we'll take a break. But signing off of today's show, thank you for jumping in, everybody. Akido, appreciate you as usual, doing your job here, hanging out, talking some games with me. And there is the gamer tip of the week right there on the screen. We're running a little bit late. There you go. And all the socials. Gonna run that too. There you go.
I tossed in Elder's stream. I did a little bit of peeking on dude. He's actually a official creator with Capcom.
Ooh, nice.
Ubisoft, EA, and Wired P with like 5K followers.
Nice. Oh, shoot, I might have to get on that. We're gonna have to hang out with him, have some fun. Capcom, nice. Street Fighter.
Nice. He streams Monster Hunter Wilds,
nice,
amongst other games.
Nice. So we gotta join in. We gotta be gamers that connect with other gamers. So everybody have a good rest of your day, and see you next week. I'll be in Frosty Frostings in Chicago, just like last year. This year, same thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be driving down there.
All right. If you can make it too, let me know. It's no big deal. It works. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your day and game on. He said, all right, here we go. We're taking off. We're about to take off. We got the dance pop here.
Get these socials. Right on time.